Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear brothers and sisters, today we are going to discuss an important truth, a truth that might be hard to hear, but it is absolutely essential. This truth is that in order to gain control and patience in our lives, we must make sacrifices and face difficulties. In today's video, we will share with you 5 Islamic reasons that can help you develop control and patience in your life, ultimately making it stronger. Control and patience not only help us lead a balanced life, but they can also save us from hell. Let's begin this journey and learn how we can improve our lives so that we succeed both in this world and the hereafter. Number 1. Face difficulties. My brothers and sisters, it is a fact that in life, we all face difficulties and challenges. The question is, will you face these challenges without achieving anything, as many lazy and unsuccessful people do? Or will you face these difficulties and turn them into strength, achieving something in the process? Islam teaches us how to turn our struggles into our strength. When you accept your challenges and use them to build patience and endurance, you become a better and stronger person. Example: think about the difficulties you face at work or in your studies. How do you respond to them? One simple way to handle these challenges is to break them down into smaller goals and tackle them one step at a time. By doing this, you're not just facing your struggles, you're using them to improve yourself. The Quran teaches us that in every difficulty, there is wisdom and a plan from Allah. Neurologists have discovered that when we do something we dislike, whether it's exercising, eating less, or avoiding sin, a part of our brain strengthens. Subhanallah. It is amazing how Allah has created us this way. This reminds us that when we face difficulties and control them, we don't just grow stronger, but we also generate new strength inside ourselves. So, start small. Take on a challenge in your life today, whether it's improving your character or correcting a mistake. This is the way to build control and patience. Number 2. Control your anger. My dear brothers and sisters, anger is a natural emotion that every person experiences. But the question is, how do we control it? The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "The strong person is not the one who can overpower others in wrestling, but the strong person is the one who controls themselves when angry." Personal story. Imagine a time when you got angry with your friends or family. Afterward, you probably realized that the anger was just a temporary feeling, but the damage it caused could last much longer. Anger doesn't only break things, but it also damages relationships and trust. Islam teaches us how to control anger before it destroys what we've built over years. Practical tip. Whenever anger strikes, remind yourself to seek refuge in Allah. Follow the advice of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If you're standing, sit down. If you're sitting, lie down. And if the anger still doesn't subside, perform wudu, as water helps to cool the fire of anger. By controlling your anger, you save yourself from regret and prevent the negative consequences of that brief moment of emotion. Number 3. Accept responsibility for your actions. My brothers and sisters, have you ever thought about how your actions affect not only your worldly life, but also your hereafter? Islam reminds us that every action, every decision, and every attitude we adopt will be held accountable. Allah says in the Quran, "And we have placed upon every soul its deeds, and on the day of judgment, we will bring it forth in the form of a book which he will find spread open." Example: every time you make a decision, whether big or small, it's shaping your life and your soul. Accepting responsibility means you own your actions, acknowledge your flaws, and strive to improve them. It's not about being perfect, but about improving each day. Practical action. Reflect on your daily actions. When something goes wrong, don't blame others. Instead, ask yourself, what part did I play in this? Taking responsibility empowers you to grow and change for the better. And remember, Islam teaches us that if you intend to do something wrong but do not act on it, Allah rewards you as though you did something good instead. Number 4. Follow the commands of Allah. If you want to bring true discipline into your life, the most important thing you can do is follow Allah's commands and make the sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam the center of your life. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Perform the prayer at its appointed time. It is the most beloved deed to Allah." Personal reflection. Think about how many times you have rushed through your prayers or left them for later. Prayer is not just about the physical act. It's about discipline, consistency, and remembrance of Allah. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam also said, "The best deeds to Allah are those that are done consistently, even if they are small." Practical tip. Make prayer the center of your life. Schedule your day around it. When you prioritize prayer, it becomes easier to stay disciplined in other areas of your life as well. The consistency you practice in prayer will spread to your work, relationships, and even your personal goals. Number 5. Avoid complaining. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Speak good or remain silent." Those who control their emotions are truly free, while those who lack control live in the captivity of their weaknesses. Complaining is a way to let go of control and blame external circumstances instead of taking responsibility. Do you want to be someone who people regret spending time with because you complain all the time? Or do you want to be someone who accepts Allah's decrees and strives to improve their life? Actionable tip. The Quran reminds us, whatever bounty you have is from Allah. Start each day by reflecting on the blessings you have and the difficulties you face. Turn complaints into gratitude and seek Allah's help in times of hardship. Allah promises that when we show gratitude, He will give us more. Practical exercise. Today, take a pen and paper and write down at least 10 things you're grateful for, big or small. This can include simple blessings, like the fact that Allah has granted you another day to live. Remember, gratitude strengthens our spirit and brings more blessings into our lives. Conclusion. Brothers and sisters, control and patience are keys to a balanced, fulfilling life. The path to achieving them may require sacrifice, struggle, and self-reflection, but the rewards are immense. By facing difficulties, controlling your anger, accepting responsibility, following the commands of Allah, and avoiding complaints, you will not only improve your life here, but also secure success in the hereafter. Let's make a commitment today to put these principles into action. By doing so, we can build the strength and patience needed to overcome any challenge and lead a life that is pleasing to Allah.